Teddy here, and today I'm doing a little review of this week's football. Last week I predicted some scores, and I was kind of wrong. I got a couple games right. I got the United game right, 1-0, which is what happened, but Southampton got battered by Everton. That was a really big shock. I thought they would win 2-1. Turns out Everton won 3-0. Lukaku scored twice, who I've got on my fantasy team, so that was nice. But yeah. Spurs 2-0 up and they fucked it right up. That was not good. Stoke coming back. Well played. Stoke have got a good team, as I said last week. And yeah. Sunderland are... Yeah, they're screwed pretty much. They need something to change. And they need to change quick because they got beat by Norwich. They got beaten the week before that. And I just don't see him winning. I just don't see where it's going to come from. They've played poor. And yeah, Kabul was poor. If you watch Monday Night Football, Gary Neville picked up on how bad it was. Just shocking. I got the Swansea game 2-0. They won. I predicted that. That was alright. But Swansea are looking strong. Newcastle are looking weak. Yeah, United have got them this weekend, and I think that should be pretty standard win for United. Watford drew 0-0. They don't normally draw games, but they did this week. I thought that West Brom would nick it, but turns out they didn't, so I was wrong about that one. West Ham was a shocker. They lost 2-1. I thought they would walk that game, but Leicester are looking strong. They've just signed another player in Intler from Napoli, and yeah, they are looking very, very good. Arsenal won. I said that they were doing 1-0. They did win, but it was 2-1 in the end. A nice goal by Giroud. I'll admit that. The second goal wasn't lucky because bloody Alexis wanted that ball. He headed it in, and it went in. So yeah, 2-1 that game. City dominated Chelsea. They battered them. Mourinho has lost the plot. He has gone. It's all gone tits up really. Terry got subbed for the first time, and yeah, it weren't convincing by Chelsea. They don't look like they are great this year, but then they've gone and signed Pedro now. So what can you do? It could all change. But City look strong. I think they're going to win next week as well. Or this week, rather. And yeah, Liverpool won. I correctly guessed that. I thought they would win by a bit more. But they did only just about win against Bournemouth. Bournemouth are looking good, considering the size of their team. Like, the fact that they came up was a shock. So, they're doing well. They haven't got any points yet. But they haven't looked like they've... as bad as other teams, such as Sunderland. So, there you go. Looking at my old fantasy team from last week, I got 52 points, which was pretty nice. Lukaku was my top point scorer. Henderson was my captain, which unfortunately got injured, so he came off early. So I was a bit gutted about that. But yeah, 44 points was the average, so I got better than that. So all good there. This week's predictions are 3-0 to United, because Newcastle don't look that strong. United played a good Champions League game. I was at the game Champions League to pay, scoring two absolute crackers. I'll put a little video I recorded at the game. The Bruges fans, by the way, were crazy. It was great to have the Champions League back at Old Trafford. And yeah, buzzing about that. The Bruges goal was pretty fluky, undeserved. And yeah, United dominated. The small little back is going to be absolutely just a rock this year. If we can keep everyone fit, our back four has actually turned out to be pretty decent now. Other than Blind, who could get dominated in bigger games, the other three looking like probably one of the best in the league, so can't complain. We've lost out on Pedro, but hopefully someone's going to be coming. Someone. Don't know who yet. But yeah, anyway, 3-0 to United. Crystal Palace, Aston Villa. Aston Villa looked weak. I think Palace will nick it 2-1. Leicester, Spurs. Leicester have looked surprisingly brilliant, if I must say, considering the size of the team. Like, considering where you think they would place, they're 6 points out of 6. So I don't think they'll win 3 on the bounce, and I think Spurs looking to get one, but I don't think they'll win. So I'm going to put it as a draw. Norwich have been looking strong, but so have Stoke, so I'm putting that as a 2-all. Sunderland, I reckon I can't see them winning, so I think Swansea are looking strong this year. And I've put 2-0, but it could be a 3 or 4 to be honest. So There you go. Bournemouth, West Ham. West Ham need a win because they failed to win last week. However, Bournemouth look strong, but I can't see them beating West Ham. I don't think they will. They deserve to win a point, get a couple points, Bournemouth, but it's not going to come anytime soon. West Brom, Chelsea. It's a decent game, but I think Chelsea, they've got to win. They've got to win. There's no other option. They've got to win. And they do struggle against Tony Pulis, but overall, I think Chelsea will win. Everton City. It's a pretty big game Sunday, but come on now, City are looking absolutely sensational. I hate to say it, but they are. 3-1 is my prediction. It could be probably 3-0, 4-0, but we'll have to wait and see. City will walk the game. City will win. Put all your money on it. Watford, Southampton. Southampton have got off to a shaky start, but I think they'll beat Watford. Watford, I don't know too much about Watford, but I don't think they'll win. 2-1 I've gone there. So the biggest game of the weekend is coming on Monday, which is Arsenal-Liverpool. And that's going to be a good game, but I think Arsenal, they lost their first home game. They've got to win their second. And yeah, I've gone 2-1. Looking at my fantasy team for next week, the only change I've made is Henderson because he's injured. And I've put Benteke up front. Because I think if Liverpool do score, it will come through Coutinho or Benteke. So chances are Benteke. So yeah. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like the video, check out some of my other stuff I've done. And yeah, I'll see you next week.